I'm Sandrine here on Happy Cool, and today I'm going to tell you about all the shows that I will be watching this fall, or that I am watching this fall. Yep, all of them. I had mentioned that I was going to do this a while back, and I only got around to doing it now, so sorry, it took a little longer than anticipated, but I'm doing it. I have my list here on my iPad, and I counted. I have 66 shows to watch this fall. I put all of these in alphabetical order, so they're not in order of preference. Let's start with the first show, which is Almost Human. I've talked about this show in the video that I did with Americ, where we talked about our top 5 favorite new shows this fall, and it was on my list, so obviously I'm excited for it. The first episode is awesome. It sets out a great premise. It's sci-fi, one of the best new shows this fall. Second on my list is The Amazing Race. It's one of the few reality shows that I watch. I had sort of given up on it a while back, but I guess I'm watching it again a little bit. It's just relaxing, I guess. Next on my list is America's Next Top Model. Yep, that one is definitely a guilty pleasure, and I don't know why, but I love it. Can't help it. It entertains me. I love watching the photos that they take and all of that. Not too crazy about the drama, because I never really care for that, but yeah. Next on my list is American Horror Story. Alright, so I haven't watched last season, and I watched maybe 2 episodes of the first season, and I wasn't gonna watch this season because I think the show is way too scary for me, but I was told that this might be a little less scary this season, so I think I might give it a shot. I haven't watched it yet. It's definitely on my list to at least watch 1 episode for the new season, so if I like it, I'll be watching more of it. Next is Arrow, and I just love it. It's just so much fun. It has a lot of action. Last season was crazy. I mean, it ended on a crazy cliffhanger, and I really like the way they started off this new season, so I'm just enjoying it. I love it. Next on my list is Atlantis. That hasn't premiered yet in the US, but it's from the creators of Merlin, and hello, I love Merlin so much that I, of course, have to watch Atlantis. I love all of this fantasy, magical stuff, so I'm really excited about Atlantis. Next on my list is Awkward. I've been enjoying this show since the first season, and it's just fun. It's half hour, it's quick, it's cute. This season, I will admit, is not as good as the previous seasons, but I still enjoy it enough that I want to keep watching, so I'll just keep watching for now. Next on my list is Beauty and the Beast. Well, this one is for people who like romance, because that's really the only reason to watch this show. It's so romantic, and I love it so much. This is really good for my girly side. Yeah, I love everything that has romance in it, so of course, I love it. Next is The Big Bang Theory. I mean, I still think it's funny. I still enjoy it. It's a great sitcom. It's just relaxing, and I don't think it has lost its touch. It's still funny and very enjoyable to watch, so that's nice to have in your week. Next is The Blacklist. I like it fine. I don't love it, but I like it. And I like it enough that I want to keep watching. Next on my list is Boardwalk Empire. It's just one of those shows that I really enjoy watching. I know a few people think it's slow. It doesn't bother me. I enjoy the character development. I enjoy watching them go through different things every season. I'm not totally caught up on this season, but so far I'm enjoying it, just like I've enjoyed previous seasons. So yeah, Boardwalk Empire, still on my list, still going strong. Next on my list is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I always need something funny and relaxing in my week, so Brooklyn Nine-Nine is just perfect. It's fun, I don't have to think too much about it, it's just a fun new show. Next on my list is The Carrie Diaries. I really enjoyed the show last season. I just think it's cute. I mean, me and CW, it's just, I pretty much watch everything on their channel, so of course I'd enjoy this. Next on my list is The Crazy Ones, and I actually really like this show. And mostly because I just love Robin Williams, and I get to see him every week on my TV, which is great. Why would I not like it? So far, I'm on board. I'm gonna keep watching the show. I think it's funny. Next on my list is Dancing on the Edge. I've seen the first episode so far and I'm gonna watch the rest, but so far I'm really enjoying it. I mean, it's very character driven, character development, a lot of explosions in this, but I enjoy those types of series too. So next on my list is my all-time favorite, Doctor Who. Yeah. I mean, I know what it's just specials that we'll get this year, but it's still on my list because it's gonna air. And I just love it so much and I'm so excited and I'm just like, when is it coming back? When is it coming back? If you want to know some of the shows that I love the most, this is one of them. This is my favorite show ever. So yeah, if you don't watch it, you should give it a shot. So good. I can't speak highly enough about Doctor Who. It's just amazing. Next on my list is Dracula, and I've seen the first episode and I kind of enjoyed it. I was like, oh, I like it. I'm gonna keep watching. I like the setup that they have. I didn't expect it that way. I'm very curious about what's gonna happen next, so I would definitely recommend you check it out if it's a show that piqued your interest. Next on my list is Drop Dead Diva. It just makes me happy. I enjoy it. I'm glad that Lifetime picked it back up and I just enjoy watching it. I just think it's a sweet show. Next on my list is Elementary. Now, I didn't really watch season 1, but I've heard so many good things about it that I decided that I wanted to jump into the second season. I haven't gotten around to actually watching it yet. It's on my DVR, it's on my list. I'm gonna be watching it. Next on my list is Glee. Well, let's just put it like this. At this point, I'm only watching Glee because of the songs. I mean, I sometimes just fast forward through the story because I just, you know, don't really care anymore. But it just keeps me coming back because of those songs. And sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not great, but I just like the music. So yeah, Glee is still on my list because of that. Next on my list is the Goldbergs. Now, I didn't expect to love this show as much as I do, but I do love it a lot. It's so cute and it's so funny. It's really, really funny. Seriously, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's funny. Next on my list is Grimm. Oh my god, I love this show so much. So much. I'm so excited it's coming back. This last season was so good and now this season is like, I'm just so excited. I love it. And if you don't watch Grimm and you like this sort of fantasy, supernatural type of story, it also involves fairy tales, but it's nothing like Once Upon a Time. I love that one too, but Grimm is very different. It has more of a feel like supernatural-ish, but with fairy tales. So good. So good. I can't recommend it enough. I just love it. It's really good. Next on my list is Hart of Dixie. That's just another show that makes me happy. You know, I like to mix things. I like to have things that are really gritty, really dark, and then happy things in the middle, so that I'm not depressed all the time. Next on my list is Haven. Another one that I love so much. Oh my god. Haven is insane. I mean, first season took a little bit to get into it, but last season and this season, oh my god, I finally caught up to it. I'm loving this season so much. Yeah, it's just mythology and this whole thing. I mean, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Next on my list is Homeland. I mean, do I even need to say it? I love season 1, love last season. I'm loving how this season is shaping up. So yeah, it's Homeland. Next on my list is It Takes a Choir, which is a US remake of the UK show The Choir. It's a reality series and I love the UK version so much. It just made me happy and so emotional. I just liked it. And it's about this man that just goes into places or school or wherever and he just takes people and creates a choir. I'm really looking forward to seeing him do it in the US. I think it's gonna be cool and really cute. Next on my list is Key and Peele. These guys are hilarious and again, it's a comedy break for the week. I always can take one of those. Yeah, they crack me up. Next on my list is The Legend of Korra. If you haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, oh my god, you need to do it. And I'm not talking about the movie, alright? I'm talking about the series, which was on Nickelodeon. So good. So good. Oh my god. And it has a whole arc and it ends and it's like one of the best endings for a series. And now Legend of Korra is like a sequel to it. So good as well. I wasn't sure that I was gonna enjoy it as much, but it's really good. And this is season 2, and I'm really enjoying season 2 as well. Next on my list is The Mentalist. You guys know I started watching The Mentalist this season, and I'm quite enjoying it actually. I'm totally like, I can't wait for them to catch Red John. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it a lot. So I'm glad I started watching. Next on my list is The Middle. So that's a half-hour comedy I started watching last season. I had seen episodes here and there, but I finally committed to watching it. I don't know why I didn't start earlier, because it's so freaking funny. I love it. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, The Middle. Love it. Next on my list is The Mindy Project. Another half-hour comedy that I really enjoy. It's funny. It makes me laugh. It's relaxing. I like it. Next on my list is Mob City. Haven't seen that one yet. I've seen the trailers for it and it looks kind of cool, so I'll be watching that. Next on my list is Modern Family. Nothing really original there. It's funny. That's all I have to say. If you watch the show, then you know why I watch it. Next on my list is Nashville. I love Nashville so much. Every time an episode ends, I feel so frustrated that there isn't more for me to watch. Again, there's a lot of romance in it. I guess that's what I really enjoy about it. I just like the drama, the romance, all of that. Just perfect for me. Next on my list is The Neighbors. I really enjoyed the first season. I think it's funny, and then the second season is also shaping out to be as good as the first, so little fun in my week. Next on my list is New Girl. Half-hour comedy. Again, enjoy it. Makes me happy, makes me smile. Next on my list is Once Upon a Time. Oh yeah, I love that one. That one's one of my favorites. And every season, they kind of blow my mind. And this season, they're in Neverland with Peter Pan. And I love Peter Pan and Neverland, so I'm just freaking out. And I'm loving this season a lot. Next on my list is Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. So that one was my top 1 favorite new show this fall. And yeah. It's awesome. I love the first episode. It's just so magical fantasy, Alice in Wonderland. It's just perfect. I love it. Next on my list is The Originals, which is a spin-off of The Vampire Diaries. And I really enjoy it, and I like the fact that it feels a little more mature because, I mean, they're the originals. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to seeing how that whole story evolves. Next on my list is Parks and Recreation. Such a sweet and adorable and funny show. I love it. Next on my list is Person of Interest. Oh, yeah. Another one that I really love. Now with the machine, it's crazy and roots. And if you've seen our last episode, it's insane. So yeah. Next on my list is Raising Hope. You know, this one is like a special one because I just think it's so sweet and it's so funny, and it always makes you feel good. Next on my list is Ravenswood, which is a spin-off of Pretty Little Liars. I'm really curious about this one. I tend to like those kind of shows that have a mystery in it, so yeah, I want to see what they do with it. Next on my list is Rain, and again, another CW show that I really enjoyed. I think the best way to describe it is The Tudors on the CW with romance. And way less sex. Obviously. Next on my list is The Return. It's a French series that actually aired in France already and in the UK, and I think it's finally coming to the US. I've seen that first episode and I really enjoyed it. I definitely want to see more. It has an interesting twist. It takes place in a town where the people that had died are come back, but they're not like zombies. They look exactly the same way as the day they died. Yeah, it's actually really cool. Next on my list is Revolution. I just love that one. I don't know, I really got into it last season and I've been loving it since. I always get excited when I watch it. I'm just like, oh, Revolution, what's gonna happen? Next on my list is Scandal. I've had ups and downs with the show, but I'm really enjoying this season. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get with Scandal. It's just crazy. Next on my list is Shark Tank, another reality show. I just love it. I think it's so interesting to watch and see people pitch ideas. It's very inspiring too. I really enjoy the show. Next on my list is Sleepy Hollow. It's a fun show. I like this kind of supernatural, case of the week type of thing. It's entertaining. Next on my list is Sons of Anarchy. I'm not totally caught up to this season, but it started out pretty insane. I've been watching this show since season 1, so I'm just ready to see how it all ends. Next on my list is Strike Back Origins. Now, technically, it's not really a new show, but Cinemax is gonna air it because it has never aired in the US before. And since I love Strike Back, I really want to see that first season, which we don't even call a first season here, but it's the first official season in the UK. I'd like to know how it all started, so I'm gonna be watching that. Next on my list is Supernatural. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just Fallen Angels. Do I even need to say anything else? We need to know what happens next. Next is The Tomorrow People, another supernatural fantasy sci-fi type of show that I enjoy. It's set up an interesting mystery and I'm curious to see how it evolves. Next on my list is Trophy Wife. Again, another surprise. I wasn't really sure about this one, but it's actually really funny and I'm really enjoying it. It's cute. Next on my list is The Vampire Diaries. You guys know how much I love that show. Yeah, I'm still enjoying it. I just love it. So many crazy things happen. Every time I'm like, what? Next is The Walking Dead. Now, the show has ups and downs for me. Like sometimes it's really good and sometimes it's, I don't know. But this season so far, I've seen the first 2 episodes. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. I'm like, oh my god, it started out so good. Yeah, I'm excited for this season so far. I love it. Next on my list is Wander Over Yonder. It's so adorable. It's like 15 minutes an episode and it just makes me smile so much and makes me so happy. I love it. I want to like squeeze Wander every time. It's cute and it's so easy to watch. Yeah, I watch it every Friday. I love it. Next on my list is Witches of East End. And that was a big surprise for me because I really enjoyed that first episode. I was like, oh, it's like Charmed but darker. I like it a lot. I'm really looking forward to more episodes and seeing how the show evolves. And that's it! Holy crap! Yeah, that's pretty much everything I watch, guys. If you've ever wondered about all the shows that I watched this fall, this is pretty much all of it. But I would love to hear how many shows you guys watch. Are you as insane as I am? And do you enjoy some of the same shows that I enjoy? And what are some of the shows maybe that I'm not watching that I should be watching? Because sure, I have space to add like more shows. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I had for you guys. Thank you so much for sticking through the list and listening to me ramble on about all the shows that I watch. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, you know, you liked finding out about everything that I watch. I'll most likely be doing a new one, you know, for winter when that happens. Because there'll be some new shows starting in the winter and some of my favorites are starting at that point too, so it's gonna be exciting. Don't forget to subscribe to Happy Cool so you don't miss any of our videos. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye! I expect that I'll be 1, giving up on some shows, and 2, some shows will get canceled. Hopefully. Not that I'm hoping for cancellation for people who enjoy the shows, but it does help, you know, alleviate my schedule.